going on, guys? War Joe here, bringing you another unboxing video. Today we have another Mandalorian figure, another figure from the Mandalorian. This time we have the Incinerator Stormtrooper. I had previously done the OG Mandalorian and also the Remnant Trooper, which was my very first Hot Toys. So this is the Hot Toys 1/6 Scale Incinerator Stormtrooper. This was shown in the season finale of The Mandalorian, Season 1, Episode 8. So you did see this one go up against against Mando, and then was obviously stopped by the child himself. Spoiler alert, Grogu. If you haven't seen Season 2, it's been out for almost a month, so go watch it. So we do have him here, so let's go ahead and take a look. So we do have a picture of him right here on the box with his flamethrower. We do have him again right here on the bottom. And then we have TMS 012 for the Incinerator Stormtrooper 1/6 scale figure. And then on the side of the box, we have, once again, just the Incinerator Stormtrooper. And then on the side here, we have him here posing up with his flamethrower. And then on the back, you have all the information of who did the figure and all that and whatnot. But let's go ahead and pop this thing open. We will be comparing him with the Remnant Trooper, and then I also have the Mando, put them side by side. Right away, once again, we get the really cool artwork right here on the box. Look at him there, the Incinerator Stormtrooper in all of his fiery glory. So this was purchased from Sideshow Collectibles. He is still available on their site, so I'll leave a link to their to that down in the description below. So right off the bat, we do have the figure here. I did get all the plastic wrap off just to make it easier during the unboxing. But let's take a look. He does come with a set of hands, so let's go ahead and pop this open and see what he does come with here. So right away, he does come with two blaster holding hands, which would be to hold the flamethrower in. Just your same typical hands that you have with most of your stormtroopers. You have two fists, and then you have the detail there on the top to match the stormtrooper. And then last, you have the open hand, which is more like a wave, or like if he's trying to signal, you can have him doing that as well. So let's close that off. And let's get this opened here. Alright, you do have the additional little pegs there. And then comes with these little black dots. I'm not actually sure what this goes to, actually. Two little black dots. If you do know what this goes to, leave a comment down below for information there. And then first thing we have is the wiring to connect from the jetpack or the tank to the actual gun itself. And then we have the flamethrower right there. This thing really does look cool. The stock, I believe, should open and close, so that's pretty cool there. One thing I do notice is the paint detail is really cool, but it is pretty clean for what it is. You would think that, you know, flamethrower, there'd be some bluing or things like that. Kind of like how on the Mando rifle, it has the coloring, the bluing effect on it. So it would have been cool to see that on the flamethrower, but unfortunately it does not look like it comes with that. And then let me see here. So does this just... trying to figure out how this will connect. I might have to refer to the instructions on that. And then we also have the flame effect, which this really does look pretty cool. And then we'll go ahead and just throw this right on there. I am obviously going to have this posed up when I do put it together, holding on to it with the flame effect there. Next up we do have the backpack for the flames, the fuel, the Empire logo on there. This thing also does look really, really cool. It does have these straps there, which I'm sure you will have to adjust to get it to sit right on the figure there. And then we'll put the figure to the side for the second here. And we will pull out the Hot Toys base here. And then the base is actually similar to one that looks like same as type as my Luke Skywalker one that came with my A New Hope one. The only difference is this does look a little darker. The Luke Skywalker one had like a white underneath. This one just has the same clear gray on there. And then you do have the crotch grabber there, so that way you can have the figure on there, which we'll take a look to see how well the figure will stand on its own. And if not, we'll put it on the actual stand itself. And then here we have the Incinerator Stormtrooper. So like with the Remnant Stormtrooper, there you go. Similar with it, the articulation is a little hard because of the suit underneath. It does come with the red pauldron here, the paint detail on here. The one thing I would say is it is pretty clean. I wish there was just a little bit more weathering on it. Just to kind of give it more of like that grimy look. But regardless of which, this thing still looks pretty cool. I mean, if you put him in comparison here, let's move all this aside, to the Remnant Stormtrooper side by side there, you could see that the detail here is definitely much newer. There's like a slight black texture similar to the Remnant, but it's very, very slight, very, very subtle. You see it. Let's see if I can put it clear on here. On the arm right here, there's like some little black specks on there. And you do see it slightly throughout the figure, but I mean, not as much as the Remnant Stormtrooper, which obviously the Incinerator Stormtrooper wasn't as dirty, but just some more light weathering would have been a little good there. So let's go ahead and move him off to the side. And let's take a look. And then he does have, that is backwards. Just popped right off. So go ahead, put that hand back on there. So there we have him there. It does have the very similar rotation. Got a little knee bend there. Not as, actually, maybe not as much Has the Remnant Stormtrooper. Get the ankle pivot there. Not as much as the Remnant Stormtrooper, but still pretty cool nonetheless. Let's go ahead and put him back up there. Let me take a look here, see if I can get the instructions out. Let's get you standing up straight. Just to help me out on how to get the backpack on to the Incinerator Stormtrooper. Alright, so it looks like we just pop off the head here. And then we slide off pauldron there. Get the arms facing back there. And then we can slide this there. Trying to be as careful as possible with this so we don't go about breaking the figure here. And then he does have the strap here to connect, which definitely is a little bit finicky here. There we go. I'm probably always going to have this backpack on just so that way just stay on there and just make it easier on myself. And then we'll slip back on the pauldron there and get his head back on. Go. And there we go, we have the Stormtrooper there with his flamethrower backpack. Went on pretty easily. Like I said, I would just say right here in the front, there is the straps that you do connect there. Just be very mindful of that, as it is just a little bit fragile. Actually, I just realized I put the strap here backwards. There we go. There we go. So now it's nice and straight. Backpack is on there, secure. And let me just make sure there's nothing else. All right. Let's swap out the hands here for him to hold the flamethrower. And let's take a look. Then you have the wires here, so we just hold on. Get these connected here. Little one on the front. Go, and then we attach. Let's put this down here. We'll get him to hold there, and then you clip the tubing right there, and we'll go ahead and try and put him here in a pose here. And there you go, guys. We have the Incinerator Stormtrooper right there in all of his glory. Let's try to bend those knees there. Push him a little forward. He is a little back heavy because of the backpack. There we go. So that is the Incinerator Stormtrooper. Definitely make sure to reference the instructions. It's just very helpful there for getting this whole thing set up, because there are some little pieces there. Actually, let's make sure he's holding this gun up, not just... Oh, there goes his hand. Want to have it hold it up. Let's see what we can do here. Like I said, it is just a little tricky just because of the size of it. There we go. It's like as soon as I get that hand back in, it just does not want to go back in with the flamethrower. Actually, it seems like what's restricting it is the armor here. So let's try this one more time. Try and just get him in the pose I want him in, and then slide that hand in. Oh, looks like I got it there. There we go. And then we'll get it back in his pose here. There we go. So, like I said, just make sure to have the hands in the positions you want them in. Just makes it a little easier to get the rifle just because of the size of it. It does make it a little tricky to pose that. And then have the other hand already set up. All in all, pretty cool figure. Let's actually pull him out with... I do have Mando right here as well. This definitely just adds to the Mandalorian display here. We have the Remnant Stormtrooper here, Incinerator Stormtrooper, and Mando right here. He is pulling out his blaster. Definitely a really cool set right here. I do plan on picking up the Death Trooper Heavy Mando. I do have the Mandalorian Deluxe on order. So when I do get that, I will be doing a review on that as well. And then I'll be picking up those other figures because I do want to get the entire Mandalorian set because these figures, the show, just incredible. Love the entire thing. And then we'll just throw the Remnant up on his stand here just to help him out in terms of posing. Just to help him stay in place. I just not want to. Cooperate with me. No? Alright, well. There you go, guys. But that is the Remnant, or the, not the Remnant, that's the Remnant. That is the Incinerator Stormtrooper there. Be fun to mess around with him a little bit more. Get him in some other better poses there. If you like the video, go ahead and leave a like down below. Subscribe for even more content. Go ahead and check out my other videos. I did just recently do an unboxing of Luke Skywalker from A New Hope. So I'll leave a link up there. And then go ahead and check out my Hot Toy Star Wars playlist where I did the unboxing on the Remnant Trooper and the OG Mando. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and have a good one.